Hey everybody, there we go. Hope everybody can hear me okay. If you can, please say hello in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. I am live here on location from Epcot here at the Walt Disney World Resort and fresh off of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, a preview which we will get to here in just a second. This is a special edition on location episode of Travel Tips Tuesday, and thank you so much for tuning in and being with us. So very excited to get into kind of my experience and give you sort of my hot take, my first sort of take response on it, because y'all, it was a lot of fun. But before we get into that, we do have some Disney news I would like to go over, and that is this. First and foremost, 2023 Walt Disney World hotel and ticket packages will be available to book as of June the 28th. 2023 hotel ticket packages will be available to book as of June the 8th, not the 20th, June the 8th. So basically what that means is this. So some people have already been booking hotels, because with Walt Disney World Resort, you can book hotels up to 499 days out. So from right now, whatever 499 days is from today, I could book a hotel stay at Walt Disney World if I wanted to. So I've already have some clients that I've been working with. We have their hotel stays lined up for 2023, but so far tickets have not been available to purchase or even price out, for that matter, for 2023. However, as of June the 8th, that will change. So if you do have, by the way, a hotel reservation already set up, then through me or another agent, make sure to reach out to them. If you haven't been working with somebody, would love to work with you. My wife, Tanya, we would love to work with you as well for your trip in 2023. Secondly, for 2023, and actually starting June the 8th forward, Genie Plus, which I've been using today, and been able to, hey, Jonathan says hi. Go to him up there. What's up, dude? The other thing about Genie Plus in June the 8th is that as of June 8th forward, for the rest of 2022 and the rest of 2023, Genie Plus, which is basically the $15 per person per day feature that replaced the FastPass Plus system, allows you expedited entry into a lot of different attractions, most but not all. We can get into that explanation later in some other time if you want. But June the 8th forward, Genie Plus will go to a basically per day purchase. So for every day that you want to use it, you will purchase it for each one of those days. You will no longer be able to add Genie Plus for the length of your ticket package before you go, whether it's a ticket only purchase or whether it's a hotel and ticket reservation. So say, for instance, you do already have a hotel reservations on the books for the rest of 2022. You've already purchased Genie Plus with that package. Don't worry, you're good. That Genie Plus, will still be there for you. You won't have to purchase it individually. But moving forward, June the 8th and forward, you will have to be purchasing that each and every individual day. So Disney likes to change things up every now and then. So that's that. Also, and we're going to kind of go by and maybe get a picture of this tomorrow. The Harmony Barber Shop right there on Main Street, USA in Magic Kingdom is reopening on June the 31st. And I wish my wife was actually on with me right now, because one of the things we've been really looking forward to is taking our son Fred, our 3-year-old son Fred, for a haircut at Harmony Barbershop. And we were already talking yesterday when that news dropped that, we're looking forward to doing that. We're trying to figure out a way to get him over there. Maybe me take the boys over there and just kind of have that moment. We took our 3-year-old son to get his haircut there, and Let's just say Fred needs a haircut. But we're looking forward to that, and I think it'll be a fun memory whenever that time comes. So June the 31st, and kind of coming in on the tail end of that, a lot of people have been asking and speculating when Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique will reopen for guests to come in and princesses to come in and have that experience. And there's no firm date yet, but all that to say is it's supposed to be coming later this year. We also recently got an opening date for Fantasmic out at Disneyland, which will open later this month, I believe on the 26th of the month. So that's a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that as well. So lots of great things coming down for Disney destinations right now. A lot of things moving and shaking. And I want to start talking about Cosmic Rewind to kind of give you my experience. I've tried to stay away from spoilers. We had a kind of couple little reactions here and there, but nothing really in detail. So right now they're going through pass holder previews. The attraction will open to the general public as of May the 27th. And one of the things that Disney has announced recently, how guests will be able to enjoy the attraction, is this. Basically one of two ways initially. One, either through a virtual queue like previously existed for Rise of the Resistance, previously existed for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. That will be available. And also, got some bubbles floating through here. And also, so virtual queue, that will be the option as of May 27th. The other option will be individual lightning lanes. So all that to say is there will be no standby queue system for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind as of opening day. So just please be aware of that when you're coming to the attraction. If you're coming to Walt Disney World May 27 and beyond, either be prepared to purchase that individual lightning lane entrance right there the morning of, or be prepared to get on and try and get in for that virtual queue. If you want some tips on how to do that, feel free to reach out to me on social or through email, message me on Facebook, wherever you may be. So moving on. So as you kind of go into the attraction, the ship is right there out front. That ship that you've kind of seen everywhere, that I'll probably post a picture of later on. It's already on my Instagram and Facebook stories, I believe. It's right there. Great photo spot. You kind of go through the queue. The queue is really neat. It's cool. It's dim. It's a great spot. AC is excellent, by the way. Great spot to get inside and cool down. As you work your way around, you're kind of moving through a museum. As you enter in, the cast members that are there are saying, "Welcome to our exhibit. We hope you enjoy our exhibit. Let us know what you think of our exhibit," because that's what it is. It's an exhibit experience about the wonders of Xandar. And you kind of go through the queue, you finish moving through the museum, and then you enter into the pre-show area. So you come into the pre-show area, and there's kind of a pre-show, video and moment. I'm not going to kind of like give anything away here about kind of what happens from there. And then the pre-show ends, and you move into the ride loading area. It does have two different kind of loading areas, and the tracks are pretty big, like they can hold a decent amount of people. So that is encouraging to me, and I have heard somebody else say this, that the ride capacity of Cosmic Rewind is likely to be a little bit higher than some of the other ones. So, the wait times will not be, as high when they do go down to standby wait time, most likely. So just be aware of that. As far as intensity goes, it does not go upside down, so be aware of that. There has been some conversation about motion sickness for some. If you're super prone to motion sick, like you get seasick at the drop of a hat, you may want to consider taking the Dramamine before you go. But honestly, I was fine. If you're okay riding Expedition Everest, for example, over at Disney's Animal Kingdom with the backward launch, or you're okay with riding Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure over at Universal Orlando, Islands of Adventure, you're probably going to be fine, right? It's the roller coaster cars do kind of turn even as they're moving. Not just it slows down, it kind of turns and pivots a little bit, but it does turn as the coaster is going. It's not super fast, but I think kind of like Space Mountain, it gives that illusion that it's moving a little bit faster than it actually is, because the coaster is in the dark and there's lights, there's video, there's all sorts of things that are going on, different things to kind of see and experience and look at. So overall, I enjoyed it. I feel like the coaster was about 90 seconds long in and of itself, not counting kind of the pre-show experience. If you lump the pre-show into it, once you make your way through the queue, through the Wonders of Xandar Museum exhibit, into the former pre-show area, I feel like overall it's probably about 3 to 4 minutes or so worth of the total experience. So really enjoyed it. That's something that I wish I could go and do again, but they're only allowing pass holders one time through to kind of keep the lines moving and keep things warm and fresh for everybody. So I was really excited to be able to experience that, to see it. I highly recommend it for families that love Marvel. I think you'll love it. The video, of course, the Guardians of the Galaxy characters are great. That humor that you're used to from the Guardians of the Galaxies and even some of the Avengers films that you're used to is there, is present. It makes it very, very enjoyable. Very seamless experience. I had a lot of fun. I think it's a great family coaster. Maybe not for like the little kids. There is a height requirement. I think it's 40, it's either like 42, 44 inches, somewhere in there. I have to go back and look. So it's not terribly high, but it is for, some of the slightly older kids. Like, you're not going to take toddlers on this attraction. I personally would not as a parent of young ones that's out there. But I think it is one for probably like your slightly older elementary age, so like second, third grade and up, would probably really enjoy it. The Wonders of Xandar, the gift shop is not open yet. The doors were there, kind of walked by that and saw that, and then walked on out to our 90+ degree heat. Here we are in Florida. So overall, all in all, as Tim Tracker would say, it was a really great experience, and it was a solid attraction. Well done to Walt Disney Imagineering for that and for putting together a great attraction. We know that they spent a long time getting this right. COVID, the pandemic, kind of derailed their progress on a lot of things, but they're moving forward. I was live earlier not on this stream, but I was live earlier in the day when I first got to Epcot with my buddy Chris Edwards of Ear to Ear Magic. But I think it's still here over in Epcot somewhere. So if you want to kind of see me where I popped into his stream, go over to their YouTube channel, Ear to Ear Magic, and scroll to the point where they were at the land. It's kind of where I joined them for a little bit. And then we went over to Connections Cafe where I had a bite and walked around for a bit. But we were chatting a little bit. He was mentioning that the foundations for the Moana water exhibit have already been laid, which is pretty cool. And you can tell, even from January, the last time that I was here, that a lot of work has been done and that they're definitely moving forward. Some updated concept art was released for that area where they're going to have an open air entertainment sort of festival area, which will be really cool. It'll bring a new sort of vibe to that section of the park, and I think bring a new freshness to the formerly Future World, section of Epcot, which will be great. So really looking forward to do that. The rest of the day, as far as the agenda, what I have going on, I'm going to pop over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I may do a live over there, depending on what things were like. The park is not terribly crowded right now, so hopefully reception and everything is coming through well for you all. We're going to be putting this out on podcast form probably later today once I have a chance to get back to my computer and download everything and put it together for those of you out in podcast land that are listening. So thank you for that. Thank you all for joining me for this sort of special on location first reaction hot take edition, all about Guardians of the Galaxy, a little bit of cosmic rewind, kind of knowledge and other things thrown in there. Later on in the week, just to kind of let you all know, I will be joining several other Travel Nation travel agents on a cruise out of the port of Miami on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas that we're very excited about. We'll likely be talking a little bit about that, as well as a little bit about my kind of 24-hour or so Disney jaunt here, as I've kind of been touring around the parks a little. So thank you all so much for your support, and thank you so much for tuning into this special on location of Travel Tips Tuesday, and we will see you again very, very soon.